everyone, Jessica here from Stitching Colours and welcome back. Today is the 3rd of February 2024 and I am back for another whip update of what I've been working on over the last 2 weeks. I've been having a few issues over the last 2 weeks that Luna seems to have she seems to be trying to claim my chair that I stitch on is her own. Most mornings when I come out or afternoons when I get home from work, she is on that chair. So it's been a bit of fun. Do you have to, sweetheart? Maybe not. Okay, so let's get on to it. First piece I have to show today is one that you haven't really seen a lot of recently, and that is Laisy Card Shark. That is a Heaven and Earth Designs piece based on the artwork by Tracy Butler, and this didn't get a huge amount of progress, but some progress is better than none. This is stitched on 25 count 1/1 full cross, like all of my full coverage pieces. So this only got 252 stitches on it. You should see where you saw it last time, but pretty much I just did a little bit up here, which is the tip of her ear, which is here to match the other one near the queue. So a little bit of progress on this one, not great, but it'll come back out reasonably shortly once I get the top rows finished on Wizard Septimus, which is not hugely far away. Okay, the next piece, sure, we can go with that one. I have a few just sitting in my lap waiting. Alright, the next piece, let me just get these threads out of the way, is Mini Magic Mirror. Again, this is a Heaven and Earth Designs piece based on the artwork by Anne Stokes. You should be seeing where you saw it last time, and this one's stitched on 25 count 1/1, and yeah. So this piece got, hang on, my piece of paper, 667 stitches on it. So I was just working in here, finishing a bit more on this page, working my way down the page a bit more. So it's a pretty small piece in general, but it's starting to come together. I was mainly working in this top, these mirrors area, and getting all of that, the last around the little star filled in. So yeah, I'm happy with that progress. Okay, the next piece can be this one. Is Celtic Autumn. This is a lavender and lace piece that I am stitching on 28 count linen, hand dyed by Chromatic Alchemy, and the colour is called Aspen. So this is some of the fabric that I got in the advent box a couple of years back from Chromatic Alchemy, and I'm really happy with how this one's coming along. She got 1250 stitches. You should be seeing where you saw her last time, but here is where we're at now. So you may be able to tell that I was working down in her dress a lot more, so just getting all of those, some of those packed threads worked in. I'm really happy with how she's looking. So this is our planned finish for this year, and I still have to go back and do all of the beads below the Autumn, the top section up here. I've done those beads, but everything else still needs to happen. So yeah, another piece that's got some good progress on it and is well on its way to the goal for the year. Okay, I have a few more pieces here. The next one is Harry Potter. This is a Gecko Rouge piece, which is based on the artwork by Jenny Parks. So this piece got 1,003 stitches on it, and this is also stitched on 25 count 1/1. So here's where it is now. You should have already seen where you saw it last time. So you'll notice I started the top of this new page and I finished some of the little bits of confetti that were at the bottom still remaining on the previous page. So you might not be able to see it all that clearly, but I do have the edge of the fur of one of the cats here. So there's quite a few parked threads sitting there waiting for me once I get further down with that fur, and I'll get ears and things like that in this page, which is really exciting. I'm happy with how the castle looks, but I almost wish it was a little bit more clear, but I think once I get more stitched it will come together a bit more. Okay, why have I got that piece out? I don't need that piece out. That was not a piece that got stitches on it, but I pulled it out anyway. Anyway, moving on, I've got 3 pieces left here. The first piece is the Heaven and Earth Designs 2024 stitch along, and this is stitched on 25 count 1/1. We've currently only got the first section, which is the first 3 pages, and this has had another 1,830 stitches on it. So you can see I was just focused on the first 10 block row of this first page is filled in, and I've filled in down that first, well, most of it. There's a couple of little spots missing stitches, but mostly all of that greenery on that side is done. So next I'll just keep going along and down. The next piece comes out on the 1st of April, I believe, so I've still got a bit of time before that comes out. And the goal for this one, at the end of the year, you can either have 4 pages finished and get the other 9 charts that were options as part of the stitch along, or if you get the whole thing finished, then you get those 9 charts plus 2 free charts from Heaven and Earth Designs. Okay, and now Luna's playing at my feet with her toy. So I've got 2 pieces left. We've got oh dear, I think I need to work on Dragon Race into the Night this 2 weeks because I keep wanting to say it. Okay, so the next piece I have is Wizard Septimus, and this is another Heaven and Earth Designs based on the artwork by Jan Patrick Krasny. And if you'll remember last time I had a page finish and I had about a page and a half wide left to get to the top right corner. So this piece got 2,941 stitches on it, and you should have seen where you saw it last time already, but here is where we're at now. Luna's having fun, but at my feet. Okay, so here's where I was stitching. I have reached that top right hand corner and just continued my way down, and you can see this is the top of the moon that's in the background. So there's a fair bit of confetti in that area, but it's looking amazing. I really can't wait to have this whole bit finished, and then I will get some, it'll change out of my focus for the Sunday pieces, but it won't necessarily disappear from my whip rotation. But it's looking like probably 6 weeks, I imagine, and I'll have that finished. Maybe less. It all just depends on how I go with stitching on it. Some days are better than others, as everyone will be aware. But I'm really happy and really excited to have this top row of pages done. So it's exciting. Okay, and my last piece, which is my Saturday piece, and we'll be getting some stitches on it after I edit and upload this video, and that is Archer. So this is a pain-free crafts piece based on the artwork by Esmira, and this is a focused on a finish for this year. And Stitching Addicted and I are both working on this piece. She started at the bottom, I started at the top, and we're in that point where we're stitching bits that the other has already stitched ages ago, so it's quite fun. But also, you may have noticed already that we can be a little bit competitive in this one. So we do seem to stay around the same percentage progress wise, but yeah. This piece I got 2,332 stitches. So here's where we're at now. You should have already seen where you saw it last time. And here is where I've been focusing on. So this page here, I've been bringing it down, and it is not that much of a fun page to be working on because of all the greys and creams and really similar colours in the sleeve of her dress. But I will say, from this area that's already stitched, it already looks amazing. I have to say, I love the way the Pain-Free Crafts pieces deal with their blending and things like that. It just means they can be confetti heavy in some areas, but the trade-off is that they're not as big as other charts can be. So they still have that same level of detail, you just kind of have to deal a little bit more with the confetti. So it's a bit of a short update this week, and I don't think I've got anything else to share other than that I'm joining the leap year sales, so starting a piece on the 29th of February and then aiming to have that finished next leap year day. So I've been on the fence about what piece I want to do. I'm leaning towards doing a mini by Heaven and Earth Designs, quite likely to be mini, it's starting to rain, mini Red Queen, Red Dragon, which I will put a picture in of. I think that's probably what I'm going to work on. I was debating on a Tilt and Craft piece, but I kind of think it might be a bit big, the one I was thinking of. I've got other focus pieces that I really want to get some work on and get finished, and feels like focusing on getting a big piece finished for that would be kind of cutting into that progress time on other pieces. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and thank you and welcome to all of the new subscribers and viewers and anyone else that's here for the first time. Thank you for coming and seeing what I'm working on, and I hope you enjoyed, that you find some time to get some stitching in yourself, and that you come back and see what I'm working on in another couple of weeks. Alright, thank you, bye!